I wrote a book called God's Politics, Why the Right Gets It Wrong and the Left Doesn't Get It. That book, I hope, helped to change the conversation about faith and politics. This book, I hope, helps to change our conversation about not just economics, but about values, about who we want to be, what kind of country we want to have, and how we want to raise our kids. So I think this recession is really the moment when we can return to things that we care about but have somehow lost. How will the crisis change us? That's the big question. How will it change our priorities, our metrics of success, our values, our sense of short-term, long-term, timing? What are we really trying to do here? What's our purpose? What's our meaning? How did we get to the place where our cultural maxims are things like, greed is good, it's all about me, and I want it now? Those kinds of maxims have consequences for an economy, for a culture, for our children, for our values. So in this book, I take those maxims which have this is how we got into this. We've got stuck in these, in the wrong maxims here, the wrong values. And I counter them with things like, greed is good, how about enough is enough? It's all about me. No, we're in this together. I want it now. No, the native people, indigenous folks, have this idea of the seventh generation, meaning you evaluate your decisions today by their impact on the seventh generation out. That would be a very transformational ethic. So we're looking at what's become of us, our character, our sense of ourselves. What values are we translating to our kids? That's where a lot of us, I think, feel this most intensely. And so we're trying to see how crisis becomes an opportunity. When there's a crisis, you get to ask questions you wouldn't have asked before, didn't have permission to even raise. And if all the pain and suffering that we've seen from this great recession, if that's all going to be redemptive in some way, we have to learn from this. If we don't learn, if we go back to normal, back to business as usual, all the suffering and pain will have been in vain.